Hello, everybody. Yeah. Welcome to episode 2 of Carpe Noctem. Oh my gosh. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry. Comms check issue. Yeah, episode 2, Carpe Noctem. You are what you eat. Now, kind of your we're gonna do this kind of every session, do a little bit of a preamble. Um, let's have our coterie, or loosely, a loose coterie, introduce themselves, starting with our friend Simon Graham.
Simon. What else I'm gonna say?
I guess it's maybe your clan. I don't know if you want
Oh yeah.
to.
Simon Graham. Gangrel.
Okay. We can do. I think Antonio.
Antonio Moreno, La
Okay.
Sombra.
All right, and then Hugh.
Hugh Man, Tremere.
On par. Now, how about you tell us who you are, Mr. Mystery Boy, Mr. Colton? If you wish to keep your clan anonymous, that is fine. Maybe. Okay.
Let's just say, related to the Hecata, Colton Sticks.
And with that, we'll go into a little bit more of our preamble, getting into our kind of pre-game stuff. Content warning, obviously, this is going to be a dark game. There's going to be a lot of gore, probably a lot of fucked up shit that happens. A lot of people who vampires don't really care about consent. At least most of them don't. So if that is in any way triggering to you, maybe this isn't the show for you. Also, as one of my favorite Vampire the Masquerade actual plays say, hold the actions of our players, or hold the actions of our characters against the characters, not against the players. This is a game about monsters. Now, to those of you who might be new to Vampire the Masquerade, it is a game much like most tabletop RPGs, but instead of playing heroes, they were playing it as the monsters that normally heroes face. These monsters come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are more in touch with their humanity than others. The game is going to be about vampires struggling to hold on to their humanity and trying to hold on to maybe the decisions between their ambitions, their cravings for blood, their beast, as we like to say, and their what little tethers they have to who they used to be. The older a vampire gets, the more, or as they like to say, canite. The older that a canite gets, the harder it is for a canite to hold on to their humanity. Now, continuing on, almost all of the synthwave is done by a channel called White Bat Studios. Check them out; they're pretty cool. They have copyright-free music; it's free use. So that's pretty cool that they have that open that way. And Aim for the Head is another uh, music channel that has free use content. Check them out too; they're pretty sick. Additionally, Choke Chain has also allowed us to use his stuff, so check him out as well. Cool stuff. Yeah. What else do we got here? Yeah. So the World of Darkness canon. I don't know if some of you are familiar with it. There's a lot of it. There's literally, I have a whole basically textbook here full of lore for Chicago by Night. However, I use the lore as a suggestion, not as a it's not a one-to-one show of the lore of Chicago by Night, because if it was a one-for-one, then you guys would be able to know who characters are, and it'd be kind of breaking immersion. So we're gonna kind of have my own spin on things, more or less. And yeah, with all that out of the way, I think that is it. Yeah. Would you look at that? So we're gonna start the game in a little bit differently than we normally have, or at least since you guys began to watch us. One moment, please, while I cue up le music. Oh, hold on. Apparently, more technical issues. Yay me. Yeah. Applause all around. Applause all around. Is it playing? No? There we go. Maybe. Let me adjust the music. There we go. We
Golf
open up.
claps. Golf claps.
Oh, shut up. Yeah. We open up scene in a place that we haven't seen before. A dark basement. A single figure chained to a chair. Heavy chains. Chains that look like they're meant to hold some kind of animal. Not so much a person. But nonetheless, a brunette woman sits gagged and chained to a chair with two men watching from the shadows. An operating table in front of them filled with all sorts of implements. One man is shorter than the other. He has curly black hair that looks rather unkempt, with a little bit of a stubbled beard, darker complexion. With the other one, a surfer's tan, blonde hair, swift back. The woman looks panicked as one of the shorter man with the black hair walks over to her, cutting the gag from her mouth. You're gonna fucking regret this. Do you know who the fuck I am? The man looks at her coldly. I know exactly who you are. Fevered breath. Cold. Why do you even bother to breathe? We both know you don't need to. You can cut the charade. We know exactly what you are. He adjusts his turtleneck and rolls up his black turtleneck, his black cargo pants. He reaches into his black cargo pants and pulls out what seems to be a dentist tool. And he brings it to one of the canine teeth of this tied up individual. And he whispers in her ear, "You're going to tell me exactly where Sarah Hudson is. And if you don't, I'm going to take out those pearly whites of yours. Do you understand?" And with that, we open up scene. We transition scenes to our friend Simon. A dark alley. Actually, where is it that you went? For context, this is one night after our previous session.
No, well, I'll be at the ruins of that vested interest.
The scene is from a parking lot, or at least what was once a parking lot, a demolished building, rubble, nothing more. But it appears from the outside that it had a very, very expansive basement, as the rubble lays in various scatters, but looks like it's sunken in. Various cracks in the concrete being indicative of its quick and hasty demolition. And there we see our Simon. What are you wearing? Like, what if you want to describe yourself for our audience?
Oh, Simon, he was a man who liked to look nice and unkempt, but now let's say kind of shaggy. Um, pretty scraggly beard, fog gap. We're in a nice, better sleeveless hoodie. It looks. Pretty much what Hayden is like and what he's wearing contradict each other, essentially.
Hmm.
But I'm simply watching, or simply looking at the ruins.
What is it that you're thinking about as you're watching these ruins of this once prestigious gym?
Sloppy. Now I know that they didn't take my suggestion. Blow it up from underneath.
With that, you have a burner phone, correct?
Yes.
You see a text from Mark the Nosferatu.
I'll look
You
at my
answer.
phone. Yes.
The glare of the phone's light illuminates your face, casting a pale light in the otherwise dank shadows. You look at the text, it's wording saying, "Hey, I might have a new lead for you."
I simply reply, I'm listening.
The Cammies are gonna go talk to the he's gonna be talking to this guy. You might want to talk to him first, or at the very least, meet up with them and check it out. Might be a good lead.
Who's the Cammy?
It's not so much he's you see a call.
I'll answer it.
Hey, Simon and Garfunkel, what's going on, man?
Contact.
Yeah. I know you're all so up. You need to relax every so often. When was the last time you fed?
Mark. The contact, please.
You hear he almost slurps on something, probably what you could assume to be a blood bag, but it just sounds repulsive as you hear. Yeah, so you're probably you may or may not like this. He's my limited intel on him is that he's a something of a refugee. He's from a clan that's I don't know. I think he's part of the Hecata.
What's a Hecata?
Yeah, about that. They're normally known as the Giovanni, but
And they are?
kind of weirdos. They're known as necromancers, incestuous. They're all kinds of weird with connections to the Italian mob. In fact, something kind of spooky about them is that they are not allied with the Camarilla. Not necessarily their enemies either. They're kind of a tenuous alliance at best.
Why?
Might be. I don't know. They don't like to play by Cammy rules or something like that. They're, like I said, they do all kinds of things in the darkness that you probably don't want to know. But either way, this one defected. Yeah, I don't know details. The Camarilla has been going through great lengths to keep it hush hush. Obviously, some kind of witness protection program or something like that. I don't know where they're meeting, but I can get you in contact with a coterie that's investigating it. You met them last night.
You mean the ones that might be responsible for the heat I'm dealing with?
What do you mean?
Not been made, I'm sure.
I think you're being paranoid.
So be it. I'll meet them again.
Yeah, I'll hit him up. I think I got Hugh's number last night.
Hugh. That was the odd one, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Blood Witch, weirdo. But he's pretty cool. He's good people. Don't you worry about Hugh. He's He's good. He's not like most Machiavellian vampires that you'll see.
I'm only thinking about
Machiavellian,
the other
however you
one,
pronounce it.
the one that walked away.
Yeah, I don't. What about the one that walked away?
I'm not getting a good vibe about that one.
Yeah, most vampires, canites, kindred, they're all gonna act weird. You act pretty fucking weird for a fucking canine, so like, I don't know.
Well, considering my past profession,
Considering my past profession, you're a fucking kindred now. At least pretend to act like one.
however would I blend in then?
What?
However would I blend in then?
I don't know. Do what most kindred do. Make alliances, talk to people, get hookups, trade favors.
Fine. I'll meet this refugee. Tell them I'm coming.
Yeah, I will. Putting a pin in that, question for the rest of the coterie, minus our friend Colton. Where did you guys have a I imagine that you guys had a arranged, like, kind of out of character, you guys had a location that you were gonna meet up at the next night. Is that fair to say?
I think that would be very convenient, and I would appreciate that a lot, actually.
I would imagine that you guys had this conversation whilst going to meet up with Simon. Just retconning it in for everyone's convenience. All right. Simon, we're gonna go down the line really quick of hunger checks really quickly to see if you gain any hunger from the night prior. So we'll start with you, 1 for 1. You do gain an ounce of hunger. You hear a deep growl in the back of your head, in the back of your consciousness, a grave craving for vitae, for blood. You hear a voice. Why are you keeping me caged in here like this? The feminine voice says as the longing for your fix almost like pinpricks down your spine.
I'll close the phone.
Mm,
Walk towards the Chicago night.
okay. Antonio.
Antonio.
Let's
Yes.
make you a hunger check, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
1 success. You do not gain any hunger. Hugh, we'll do you next. Did it?
I think the roll
Okay,
was
hold on.
already.
I think I'm gonna refresh it, and this is your actual roll. Okay. You do gain a bit of hunger. You would hear the German, no, Italian, your sire whisper in your in the back of your head. Child, why do you not feed? Why do you not sate me so?
More Russian.
I don't give a fuck. I'm really bad with accents. Just imagine there's an Italian accent, all right?
Yeah.
Shit.
I
Transylvania.
think my character's sire's Austrian, actually.
Austrian?
Romanian.
Okay.
I
that
don't
works.
know.
That works.
Who's
Excuse me.
yeah.
For
In
sure.
Deutschen.
Yeah, it'll work. It'll work.
Yeah.
That's what it is now.
I'm sorry to any Italians watching.
I'm the one that should be apologizing, my gosh. Anyways.
But yeah, you feel the pinpricks of like that almost shiver, that emptiness within you that needs to be filled, that sweet flavor of that which humans thrive from. Do you respond to this voice as you wake up in your haven?
Not yet. I'm going to
Mm.
choose to ignore it for tonight.
You can only ignore me for so long. All right. I think. Oh, and then Colton will roll yours. You also gain 1 hunger. Colton, describe us really quickly your haven. Oh, there we go.
It is a fairly foreboding place, and it would be difficult to bring prey back here. Thankfully, most of the things fed upon here are already largely domesticated in a literal sense. It's a butcher's shop, basically, a meat works. It's long since stained with blood.
I imagine. Oh,
Mm,
I imagine that you sleep in the basement of this butcher shop.
indeed, not always in the same place. Wherever I drop,
Hmm.
it's a bit of a release since living with the refinements of Hecata society.
Mm. Your mind goes back a night, having a conversation with Damien, the sheriff, the Bruja sheriff of the Windy City. Your mind flashes back to before you feel the hunger pains. You find yourself in a kind of an old kind of diner, an old kind of like 50s style diner, open 24/7. This would be the night prior. We're gonna do a bit of Quentin Tarantino action here. You see a black man, very thin, with kind of a punk rock band, band tee, um, kind of waiting for you in one of the booths as you arrive. Liam or Colton?
Is there more?
Yeah,
Well,
I don't. I'm not sure exactly how you would have gotten there. Do you have a vehicle?
yeah, yeah. Let's say a black sedan.
Mm. So as you pull up in your black sedan, you'd see the sheriff waiting for you in this diner. There's very meager occupants. There's like a few people who are obviously just scored maybe probably some sort of drug deal. There or and then a couple other goons kind of waiting in the back near near an old rotary phone. And you see the waitress is all too tired, kind of dark bags under her eyes as she struggles to even the most meager of occupants. She seems to be quite annoyed at the occupants, and she doesn't want to be here.
I'd pity her a little and go to meet who I'm here to meet.
As you walk in, Damien just looks up and he just gives you a nod as you go down and take a seat next to him. Colton, so glad you can make it.
Would be a little rude to just be dining and dashing.
Gives you a little bit of a quirk of his smile, and he says, "Look, I'm not going to beat around the bush. There are some things going on in Chicago these nights. Do you remember that disappeared Nosferatu about a year ago?
Hmm. The funny one.
Yeah, so funny. Anyway, being that he went missing, Nosferatu, or more or less up in arms. Being that it's been a year and we still don't know exactly what's going on, there's rumors of Giovanni involvement. And he kind of bites his lip for a moment. Look, I'm going to tell you what the prince told me. He wants this problem gone. And we want to know exactly who's responsible, or at the very least, between the two of us, who we can pin it on.
So not quite the Nosferatu problem, but more the Giovanni problem. I see.
Yeah, and it was close to a certain La Sombra's haven on the Golden Coast. It doesn't matter. Look, there's we gathered a small coterie, agents, if you will, to figure out exactly what's going on and piece together this fucking shit show.
And let me guess, instead of giving me heavy hitters who I can rely upon, they've tried to keep up appearances and they've given detectives.
Something like that. Look, I know it's shitty, but being that your position is what you are, I'm pulling on a favor, man. I need this gone. I need all of this gone. There's too much else, too many other things happening tonight to reliably just put a fucking end to it.
Well, it would be nice to see your reflection in a still river. Shame it's so muddy still. Okay. What do you want?
Yeah.
When and where?
Yeah. I'm sending an envoy tomorrow for them to meet up with you. Where's a good spot for you?
Are they impressionable? Am I to be their leader?
Maybe. The prince didn't talk about you because he didn't know if you'd be on board.
Man, things are different over here. Thought the prince would say I'd do. Well, sure, if you think I should be the one in charge, then let's have them meet somewhere where they've never been before, and pretend that maybe they can go back, if they're good.
Damon gives you a nod. Look, so the representatives that we have so far is someone handpicked by the prince, information broker, a representative from the Tremere. He blinks for a moment, kind of an odd one. Hugh. Watch that one. Seems a little too convenient, a little too squeaky clean. And then we have the representative of the quote-unquote wronged, or the La Sombra, whose haven, or who was the last person to talk to him. So, her fledgling, it seems. Or her child, I should say.
Wait, so an actual detective?
Something like that. He's more of that heavy hitter you were asking about. Yeah, the La Sombra kid. He's one of them.
Ah.
So you'll have a bit of muscle. But I want you to keep an eye on that La Sombra.
Simple enough.
Well, yeah. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have other business to attend to. If I'm lucky, I'll still get to band practice. And he gives you a warm smile and pats you on the shoulder. Look, things are looking up. I don't have to worry about them anymore.
Don't stay up too late.
Stay safe, man. And with that, as soon as he gets up, I'm not sure I imagine you don't watch him as he leaves, correct?
No, I'd start eyeing up all the other patrons with a transparently predatory gaze.
As the camera faces you, it kind of, well, since it gets your side profile, and as Damien passes you, the warm smile that was once there fades, and instead is replaced by an expression of exhaustion, of tired, of annoyance, and he exits the diner. Now flash forward to the current night. You hear the silky, warm voice of your sire. To call it warm is the way you'd call a cat's smile warm. Listen, child, you need to stop neglecting what it is that drives you.
Never ends.
Its life is a serpent eating its own tail. It will never end, nor will it ever begin. From now on, you are a slave to these cravings, and you must master them.
Again and again and again.
Now, where's that you said that you would meet again? Allow me to make a note.
That's right. I recommended a place that was auspicious, that would put a little bit of awe into these Canaanites. I didn't specify exactly where, but
We'll say
maybe you can think of somewhere.
Yeah. So we'll I got it. So you're supposed to meet them in about 2 hours at a very fancy hotel, one of the many that Dot Chicago proper 5-star hotel that on a penthouse suite reserved on the prince's dime. Perhaps a gift from Damien. Now, we'll fade to black for a moment and switch over to our Coterie proper. Wait 1 moment, please. One second. I'm so sorry for this. Here I am, fucking so backing it up. Okay. Ooh, that's loud. Let's turn that down. So, as our kindred meet tonight, Antonio and Hugh, you seem to be the only ones that arrived this night. Now, where would this meeting place be? I'll leave it up to you guys to decide. Is it like a deserted warehouse? What were you guys thinking?
Originally, I was just thinking back at the old Italian restaurant, but
Sure,
anywhere
that's
else
fine.
is fine.
That's fine too. So the Italian restaurant that you guys met the prince at, long closed. The lights are all dimmed. Brass trim and red velvet drape over this old Italian restaurant, and our camera fades in to this darkness with I imagine who would get there first, Antonio or Hugh?
I think I'd get there first, and then I'd notice Hugh coming in, and then I'd have a comment underneath my breath. It's just how I pictured it. As soon as I see him, I'd be like, "Ah, Christ."
The Lord is with you as well, my son.
Yeah. So, what's the lawyer?
I don't know. We're both Italian. We're already late. Think he'd be on time.
Christ.
Is this a power play on his part? What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know you. I don't know him.
All
What?
that you would remember, Hugh, is that he said that he had some business to take care of, and that he'll see you soon. Remember, he was talking to that Nosferatu Mark.
Oh, yeah, he was meeting with Mark, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He did have that. Oh, that should go fine. Mark's good.
Really?
Do you know Mark?
Question for the storyteller. Does
Yeah.
Antonio know Mark?
What's your we'll say we'll pull from intelligence, streetwise, or politics.
Alright, let me look it up. Intelligence,
I'll-
politics.
I'll allow either.
I have 1 intel and 3 streetwise, so 4.
4 dice it is. And remind me, you did not gain any hunger, correct?
I did not.
So 4 successes. Damn what this says for those of you just watching. The Ankh with 2 stars means 2 successes. So with 4 successes, you know who Mark is. You've seen him at a few Elysiums, and he's always aloof. He doesn't seem to be jiving with any cliques other than the Nosferatu, but he does occasionally associate with other kindred. Mostly, Mark is kind of an outcast. You know him to have friends on the Anarch side and friends on the Camarilla side, to which both sides kind of use him for information about the other. He's pretty much a neutral source, but he still shows up. He's in good standing with the Camarilla. He hasn't done anything wrong. He's just Mark. He's harmless. Harmless.
Got it. And then a question to the storyteller before I continue speaking as Antonio. Does the Coterie proper know why we're meeting up this time, or are we just meeting up to like, hey, let's
This is the check-in. What are we doing for the night?
Okay, got it. All right, so then at this
One
point, I would say
more additional detail I would like to add to remind you
Okay.
from last week.
Yeah.
Forgive me for neglecting to
That's
say this, but you also remember that strange kindred Simon that seemed to be beefing with
Preacher.
Oh, Preacher, excuse me. Yeah, that strange kindred by the name of Preacher. That seemed to have some sort of beef with all of you. He was sent here by Mark as a potential contact for more intel.
Okay. So then I would say it's a good place to start. The smart lawyer. Hey, Hugh, look, listen. There's something I gotta tell you. It's been eating at me ever since the first time we met. Oh, jeez. Please don't make me regret this. All right, look, listen. The reason why I called you a sweetheart first day, you're not gonna believe me, but you got a likeness to my grandma. You know, it's weird, okay? And granted, Nana, was a catch in a time, but as she got older in the years, she became more mannish, to say the least. And you kind of resemble that. And before I had the chance to shut myself up, the words already left my mouth, and here I am. Point is, it's not right of me to disrespect another Italian gentleman. I'm all big about respect. I just want to say I humbly apologize, and I hope you can forgive me.
I think you need to go apologize to your grandmother now.
Yeah, nah, it's okay. She's already dead.
She's gonna come haunt you. But I accept your apology, and it is nice knowing you, Antonio. I
Thank
look
you.
forward to future meetings, honey.
Push it.
And I give a
Anyways,
nice big barrel-chested laugh.
alright. So anyways, you got any leads on this murder of this here, Larry Stink Bucket?
I'm hoping we can get some information at the club. I know about as much as y'all do,
Yeah.
if not
That-
less.
It's with that you hear a knock on the door.
I'll get up and go get it.
As you answer the door, you see a man wearing what seems to be kind of a black hoodie, with says again it's some kind of punk rock band, an obscure band that's tasteless in your opinion, Tony. You're not into that kind of shit. And you see that he himself, though, looks like he might have been. He looks very lean, very lean, very almost a skeleton. And he says, "You Tony?"
Who's asking?
I'm a representative of the sheriff.
I open the door, and then just yeah.
He walks in with like heavy combat boots, torn black jeans. Now that you kind of see him a little bit more, he kind of lets down his hoodie. He has very stringy, long black hair. Looks like it's started receding a little bit at one point. And you can tell that he's definitely breathing. His breaths are very shallow, but you'd hear it through a stuffed nose, which is indicative to you guys that he is not kindred. If he is a representative of the sheriff, perhaps he is a ghoul. To which case, to the audience, ghouls are those mortals that drink the blood of Canaanites in order to gain some sort of reprise from aging. Some sort of reprieve from aging. They and in return, they do not age. However, they must serve their vampire whomsta they consumed the blood from. Now, this is almost like a drug. They need it, they crave it. It is the most addictive substance probably known in the world of darkness, is vampire vitae, or blood. And ghouls also gain a little bit of powers from their vampire, dare I say, overlord. But sometimes the relationship between ghoul and vampire is that of slave and servant. Others, servant and master. Others are more so friends who they wanted to spare from the decaying ages. And being that he's a representative of the sheriff, you guys could reasonably assume that he is the sheriff's ghoul. And I got some information for all of you if you want to hear it.
Dude.
And he looks at Hugh, kind of eyes Hugh up and down. Maybe in a little bit of surprise.
I go over and I shake his hand and I say it's nice to meet anybody who's willing to help.
He shakes her hand. His hands are cold, and if you very very cold hands. And he just says, "Pleasure to meet you as well. The sheriff has a new contact for you, someone who is going to be joining your investigation."
Wonderful to hear. Who's it gonna be? And also, who are you?
I'm no one. Don't worry about it. Look, this guy, he's apparently some kind of... He fled to Giovanni or something, I don't know. And sheriff thinks he's going to help you guys out, being that his prior allegiances were once of not great, all of it's kind of shitty, right? So he wants you guys to meet up with him, and that being that.
I'm gonna look over at Tonio and I kind of, how do you want to play this? Look.
How do I know it's not a trap?
You really want? Okay, look. The sheriff sent me. If you really want, you can go get a hold of Damien, and you guys can hash it out. I'm just a messenger boy.
Yeah, I'll play. Let's go.
Fair enough, I'm in.
Yeah. So he wants to meet at the Hilton in about an hour or so. Penthouse floor.
Does this individual have a name?
You'll meet him when you get there.
Figures.
Look, man, I don't get told everything. You can bitch
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah. I get it. Yeah. Go fuck off. We get it.
I'd watch your tone.
And then I just perk my eyebrow up like,
I go happy gloaming. and
You
say
go
thank
what?
For the information. Happy gloaming.
Oh,
It means sunset.
and he gives Antonio a wink and walks away.
as he leaves the door, I'm like, get a load of this fucking guy.
I imagine, Simon, you would probably text Hugh by now, correct?
Yes.
So, Hugh, you'd feel a little bit of a vibration in your front pocket. The
I'm gonna
pulsating
pull
of yeah,
I'm gonna pull out my phone and check it.
yeah, and you
A
see
very
it's
nice phone, in fact, with a nice little S Pen.
oh yeah, big no for most Camarilla. In fact, Antonio, as you see this dude on his phone, like, does it piss you off? You were told you can't have phones. You can't have phones. Like, this is some bullshit. La Sombra can't touch phones. They don't even work.
With an S Pen too.
Yeah. Well, you would be able to know that probably the reason why an S Pen is used is that a kindred's body temperature, unless they rouse the blood, is about room temperature.
Okay.
So if being that a kindred who has not roused the blood, touch screens and them don't really get along. It doesn't really register.
Okay. And I would just ask like, "Fuck is this?"
SpongeBob, we have technology.
Ah,
And I go back to like looking at what was just texted to me.
Sure.
yes.
What would it say, Simon?
Location.
All right, we just got the location. We know where we're going now.
No, I'm
Where did
asking.
you go have someone in the penthouse? Oh, you are asking me where the location is at.
Yeah.
Okay, I text you we're about to go to the Hilton in an hour, and we're gonna meet on the penthouse floor. Meet in lobby.
Sure.
I text back a smiley face emoji.
I would frown and close my phone.
Do you send back a frown emoji, or do you just
No,
frown?
I would just frown myself and close the phone.
It has to be a frown emoji. It's canon. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I tell Antonio we're gonna meet in the lobby with Preacher, but I don't think he's happy about it.
That's fine. You don't seem the type anyways.
The type to be happy?
Yeah, that's right. You don't seem the type to be happy.
We gotta get you a party, man. I don't know.
Did you mean to say that to me?
Yeah, we gotta
Or
get
to
you
the
into like
Preacher?
a party, or no, I'm saying this to Antonio. We gotta get you into like a party, or a massage lounge,
Yeah,
or a
nah.
confession booth.
Yeah. No. See, no. Hugh, something's wrong with you. Okay. Look, sorry. All right, but you're very different. I get we're different, but you're different. You understand me?
Because I'm not taking this seriously.
Yeah, obviously. My God.
Look,
God
you
damn.
go through 2 world wars and you take it seriously.
Yeah. Well, I've been through exactly.
Oh, what have
That.
you been through? Oh, tough streets of Brooklyn. Oh, I'm
Tough
Italian.
streets
You
of
ain't shit.
Brooklyn.
Get
Tough
out.
streets of Brooklyn. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Oh
Keep
no,
talking
a
your
kid
shit.
wanting to talk
God
shit.
damn. Okay.
Go give a
We,
nap
are
to
we
a
entering
Nazi.
social? Are we entering social combat?
Are we entering social combat, or are we just like talking shit
Are
to each
we?
other?
Are you talking shit, or are you guys doing social combat? I'm okay with
We're not
either.
doing social combat.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify. Hey, don't look at me. I'm just asking the questions, all right?
Okay.
We're just 2 Italians getting loud at each other.
Yeah.
We're just like,
No, you listen to me. What the fuck, guy? Yeah, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
you think you know anything?
I'll
tell you what I
know. You have no idea how
I'm
difficult
Just
truly
yelling,
sorry
just
to the
yelling in
Italians
hand waving.
watching this chaos. I'm truly sorry.
In the goddamn prohibition, I watched people die. They're my
Oh, you
family. You
nobody died.
understand?
You watch monsters die in the fucking street. Who gives a
Get it.
fuck?
Get it? Okay. Go calm. Calm. Jesus. Boy.
What the rego?
Anyways, that wasted about half an hour. You want to get going?
Yeah, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
All right.
Time, anyways.
So yeah, as you guys simmer down the argument, you guys proceed over to the Hilton. The lobby, it's very nice. Black marble floor, very fine, like it almost gives off a granite impression, but instead it's kind of swirling kind of whites within the rock, polished so you could damn near see your reflection in the stone. It's cleaned, must be every 10 minutes. This is a very high-end spot. And as you, I don't know if you guys, do you guys walk there? Do you guys take a cab? What is it?
What's the distance?
I'll walk there.
I'm gonna say yeah. We'll say for narrative's sake, you're fairly close, Simon. The distance, say about 2 miles or so.
Yeah, I don't mind walking it.
And as you walk, dialing it back a little bit from the hotel lobby, you would see that there's snow flurries descending upon the streets, being blown about through the gusts that kind of interlace between the buildings, blowing the snowflakes in various swirls, almost more so like a blizzard, even though it's not blizzard conditions. Just below it, snow and slush begin to pile up in the streets, people arguing one way or another. You know, classic Chicagoland. Is there any conversation that's had on the way there before we actually jump into the lobby? Before I get ahead of myself again.
I'll probably tell you, the one thing that I don't miss is feeling this cold when it gets like this in this city.
At all, and my god, finding a tailor here must be atrocious.
With the clothes you wear, Hugh?
Clothes are nice!
Alright.
What are you two wearing in this cold? Because just for context, kindred can freeze to death. In fact, if they freeze to death, they won't necessarily die, but they can lose body temperature to the point where the blood does freeze in their body, causing them to be paralyzed.
Interesting. Well, if that was the case, same old thing, charcoal suit, but like with like a really big like a trench coat. Like what do they call those things?
Petticoat.
John Woo. Charming Fats. What's that thing? Trench coat?
I would say
Trench
it's a
coat goes
waistcoat, right?
Waistcoat?
Is that what it
Petticoat.
is?
Yeah, it's like a big thing. It's like detectives wear it and shit.
Yeah,
Trench
that's a trench coat, dude.
All right, cool. Trench coat.
So, again, is there any conversation that's had? Any further conversation, I should say.
Bickering about tailors, I guess.
Bickering about tailors. Listen. If you need yourself a tailor, I know a guy. All right. I'll fix you right up. Get you a nice suit.
Nah, I'm gonna wait till I get back into Italy. I'm just gonna have what I keep with me right now.
You don't think we have Italians out here?
I don't trust that you have actual Italians that know what they're doing out here.
What
No.
the fuck is that supposed to mean?
You know exactly what it means. And for the record,
As
I'm wearing black slacks, silk shirt, nice like thigh length coat that's also black and a good scarf.
What are you talking about? You're telling me Italians, they're not Italian? We don't have that heritage? What are you talking
You're
about?
walking around with a Brooklyn accent,
No,
and you want to tell me you're Italian?
as this argument kind of ensues, I'm picturing that it almost continues as you walk into the door. Mr. Preacher, where is it that you are posted up in the lobby waiting for your allies?
They're like
Tenuous allies.
any public seating. That's where I'll be.
And you would see a couple of what are they called?
Be careful.
There's calm down. Various hotel workers who more or less kind of or see people to the rooms approach you. Excuse me, sir, is there anything I can help you with?
No.
Well, do you see, like, the person looks a little confused. Look, you can't just, you see, there's a certain clientele that our establishment abides by. So, like, if you need a place to sleep, I'm sure that there's various places that would be able to take you in for the night.
I'm waiting for someone.
Oh. Very well, sir, of course. And he kind of like widens his eyes like, oh shit, fuck. And I'm picturing this argument continuing on, almost breaking through the silence of this lobby.
I don't know. It's like, no, you don't understand what you're talking about, okay? Look, listen, my family, we're from Sicily, you understand? Okay?
You want to talk shit about how you're from Sicily and you know tailors? You don't know a cross stitch from a back stitch. I don't want to hear it from you.
Oh my goodness.
Lord, take me to a tailor. It's gonna be a veterinarian, I bet.
Look, listen, I'm doing you a
Christ,
service.
same thing as your butcher,
okay?
right?
Oh my god. Wow, and here I thought I wanted to be your friend. Now you're breaking my heart. You're breaking my heart, Hugh, okay?
Look, I'm telling you the truth. We gotta get you over there, and we gotta fix whatever that stitching is.
This is a good fucking suit. Listen.
It is a suit.
There's not a lot of things I'm attached to, okay? But I appreciate the
I'm
what.
gonna break this. I'm staring at this like
Yeah,
most blank expression. Like, are you fucking serious right now?
No, you listen.
I'm gonna see Simon and then just completely walk away from this and go over and shake his hand. Or Preacher, I'm gonna see Preacher.
Let me tell you something, all right? Look,
Just completely walk away, just like no longer paying attention. I go over to Preacher and I shake his hand.
Really? And I just drop it.
I would shake Hugh's hand, but I'll be staring daggers at
Yeah, I see
Tony.
you too, pretty boy.
I'll look at him. The vexation of a fool is known at once. Then I'll look at Hugh with the prudent ignoring insults. Proverbs 12:16.
I just throw my hands up, and as I do like a let me just show you visually. I'll just be like,
See, you're having a positive influence on him already. He's turning the other cheek.
yeah. Shut the fuck up.
Never.
So who are we meeting?
Find out. They don't tell us much. Penthouse floor.
We got
Penthouse, huh?
contacted by a messenger from the sheriff, and that was it.
Sheriff. Penthouse. I see. Mark told me you guys are on an investigation.
As you say this, you see one of the other workers. Excuse me, do you have a reservation?
I would just say to them, yeah, penthouse floor.
I'm afraid that room is already occupied, sir.
That's probably who we're meeting.
Very well. And he looks at you, looks at Hugh, satisfied. Then he looks at Preacher, and he's just makes a face of exasperation, turns, and walks away. You see, he almost does one of those like shivers, like. Ugh.
I would chuckle. I see this workers at this hostel still haven't changed.
I think they're paid not to.
Snobby as ever.
And as you guys move to the elevator and take up to the penthouse floor, moving perspectives over to our friend Colton. Colton, this room, stands as almost a very starkly different than the compound in which you reside. It is fine, modern, very nice flooring, wide spaces overlooking the Chicago city, almost from a hawk's view. You see that those denizens of the Windy City look almost as if distant specks of light in their vehicles, almost like ants or insects crawling amongst the world in which we all inhabit. The windows are fine, polished. You can almost see a distant reflection of your visage.
There'll be motley black hair, and for a moment I'll be tempted to style it a little bit, bring it back to a ponytail, and as I wander over to the bathroom, halfway through it, I'll just stop bothering, stop trying, and just let it fall back down.
As you do, you hear the doors open and footsteps approach. Do you go out to greet your guests?
I'll chuckle at the whole point of meeting here was to make an impression, and I'll decide that the most dramatic thing to do would simply be to be staring down through the large window.
I was going to say, you have a bit of time to position yourself advantageously in the room.
Yeah.
Where do you position yourself?
Oh, just sort of beside the bed, looking out down at the city.
And as our motley crew enters the penthouse suite, you see a vast room, one of marble flooring and very much like the one in the lobby. Fine, a few carpets here and there, very modern, almost looking like someone designed it for aesthetics over comfort. As the door opens, you'd see a man with his back to you, gazing over the city.
I would simply approach the window.
Colton, you'd hear footsteps approaching you, rearing ever closer. The clacking of boots against the nice stone.
Teeth out, my friend. 1, 2, 3. And I'll turn with a big smile.
I would kind of ignore him. You keep going towards the window and just look out.
They sent me the ones that can't hear very well.
Chicago, you never change.
I'm gonna nudge my elbow at Hugh like, get a load of this fucking guy.
Fucking kids, man. Fucking kids. They always want to act like it's a music video.
You know what their problem is? They never got their ass beat.
Yeah, their moms never just, took them to the side and just...
It's just,
It's a
the
shame.
rolling pin, just...
It's a shame,
Colton, you would be hearing this.
Greetings.
Good evening.
What are you two fine fellows up to in the penthouse suite?
We're here to meet you, yeah?
You invited us.
Wasn't sure. You hadn't introduced yourself. I thought you were
Nah.
just wandering around lost like lambs.
You're the host.
Yes, anyway.
No, not anyway. No. You don't step into a man's house and not have him at least introduce himself. And I turn to Antonio and go, these kids.
Yeah, these fucking kids.
These
What's wrong
fucking
with you guys?
kids.
God damn.
And I shake his hand and I go, I'm Hugh. It's lovely to meet you.
And I go up to him and be like, Antonio. Fuck.
Sticks.
And I'll just continue to look out the window and looking across the city. Before turning around, saying quietly, preacher.
There's nicknames and then there's nicknames. You, on the run or something?
Aren't we always?
Well, some of us aren't a liability to be seen in the streets. I've learnt my lesson from being a bad host from Q, was it? Yeah, you can use the bathroom here.
It is fine. I'm just enjoying the view. This room is familiar.
I see. Well, what have you been told?
I'll turn back and look at them, because I didn't tell shit.
So you've either been told nothing, or you've been told so much that you feel you need to keep it secret.
I'm still waiting on you to lead us to a seating area or something.
There'd be a large table with a kind of almost a long dining table meant for many guests. Again, the kind of base of the table seems wide and it kind of has a sort of swirling kind of support, designed by an engineer or a designer that, maybe not an engineer, but a designer that definitely form over function.
Well, rest your wearied feet, my friends. And let me tell you what we're about to do. I hope none of you are related to Clan Giovanni.
Question
Not
for the
Tony here.
storyteller. Do I know anything about that?
Yeah, I will allow Wits Occult, because I did tell you a little bit about it last session, but to refresh you, roll me Wits Occult or Wits Politics, or excuse me, Intelligence Occult or Intelligence Politics.
That is going to be 2 dice total.
Very well, and you're at Hunger 1, correct?
Yep.
With 1 success, you know that Giovanni has a reputation for perhaps the unseemly things. They are tenuous allies with the Camarilla, the Ivory Tower. However, you are far from friends. They have connections mostly to the Italian mob, and they have, well, we'll just say an aptitude for necromancy, and a kind of a reputation for incest.
So then I would say that I should feel insulted that you'd actually consider us being like those uncultured swine.
Oh, well, no offense meant, I suppose. And presuming you're all seated, I'll be standing, walking around, sort of
I'll actually still be at the
maybe
window.
riding a nail up the back of your chairs if you're seated, even the empty ones. The prince has decided to have somewhat of an investigation into this clan, and yeah, you're the best and brightest. Mhm.
So the prince is putting us on this at the same time he's putting us on the other case.
It's related to the same. He brought up the Giovanni as well last. That he thinks that the Giovanni might have a sort of connection to this disappearance.
What case might that be?
It's our business. But did he call us here because you have information about the Giovanni, or because you just want us to look into him?
Well, I'm here to bring a personal touch to the Giovanni matter.
Essentially, the Giovanni are potential culprits in this disappearance of this Nosferatu. At the very least, you have intel based on, I'm fairly certain I said it last time, but they have they've been making moves, and what's terrifying, as just to remind everyone, being that I forgot to do a recap, oops, but essentially the Giovanni themselves have a certain gift that other Canaanites don't. There's been this more or less phenomena where kindred of older bloodlines have been called to the Middle East. This phenomenon is known as the beckoning, and kindred have been falling suit to it one after another. All elders eventually succumb. And the Giovanni, however, are not affected by this beckoning. So what the Camarilla fears is that this disappearing Nosferatu might have something to do with the power play that the Giovanni might be behind.
And I imagine Colton would know enough to just outright say this.
Yeah. You can recite it back in your own words, or we can just go with we can just have it narratively. So you stated.
Yeah. Well,
I would just be listening. It's all news to me.
Indeed.
Indeed, I'll say in fact. You smell rather new, preacher. So I'll say this for your state, and simply assume that the other two know this, but there is a calling in the blood when it gets thick and rich enough and old enough that you're simply plucked away. Your own wills and designs are abandoned for the sake of, I'd imagine, our forebear. Some of us are exempt, however. If we're unfortunate enough to have him still around. You'd better hope he isn't. But yeah, the Giovanni are for some reason exempt from this, and it means logically that the older, stronger Giovanni aren't stripped from the game, and there is, of course, a natural worry that they would eventually overpower all other clans. So, you could cynically call this a preemptive strike, or a more justified and reasonable assertion of justice, that we find out if they're having a power play.
I was just chuckling in my head because I know how the Nosferatu actually died, so it just seems like a off the wall assumption to me.
And that kind of reminds you,
Mm.
and that kind of reminds you two, that of Hugh and Antonio, of what Simon said last night. That he knows and he was there when this Nosferatu supposedly bit the dust, met the final death.
Could
Just
I
for
roll wits insight?
Yeah,
You'd laugh.
yeah, the wits insight. I'm not going to tell you whether or not he's lying or not, but I can kind of tell you something. Antonio, you had your hand raised?
Yes, I had a question. So, had I heard Preacher talk about...
No, you
Nosferatu?
actually,
I had
in
it
that
booked
case,
it.
you would have left at that point. So
Okay.
Hugh and Luke were the only ones aware.
Okay.
The dice pool is 6, by the way, if it's wits
6?
insight.
With 2 hunger? Or 1 hunger. It would be
One hunger.
Yeah, it'd be 1 hunger. With 4 successes. 1 moment, please. With 4 successes, Simon knows something that he hasn't. He obviously knows something that he hasn't said yet. But that's kind of the norm with kindred.
Well, I can see we're all thoroughly entranced by this mission, so much so that we're not even asking questions on potential information. Almost
My
as
glasses
though
off.
we know already.
I'll take my seat. Well, not everything needs a question. Thought you guys wanted answers.
And do you have any? Oh wait, sorry, that's a question.
As far as I know, I don't know who done it. And right now, I'm only looking for who did. That's all I can say.
Illuminating.
So if you know something that we don't, or if you can point us in the right direction, that'd be plenty helpful.
I could always push and drag you in the correct direction as well.
You think we protest?
No, I was just going to say this is less of a meeting and more of a granular encapsulation. I'll be joining you for the foreseeable future. Doctor's orders.
What's your name?
Colton. You can call me Sticks, though. The river, not the twiggy parts.
Sticks. Fulton Sticks.
Mr. Cowboy, were you sent by the sheriff?
If I said yes, would you believe me?
If I said yes, I know you responded to Mr. Cowboy.
Hmm.
It wasn't a no, so who exactly sent you, and who set this meeting up?
The prince has many agents. And I've been asked politely. But yes, we may be seeing some of the sheriff if we find some unfortunate machinations with the Giovanni. Speaking of, should we get to this? You said you had some sort of case related, maybe? We could start there.
I'm curious, what's making you think the Giovanni are involved with this? We already have two perfectly reasonable suspects. Why do you think this one's involved?
Let's just
So-
say it's less think and more hope for the prince's case. Maybe.
So I was gonna say, those present, maybe not Hugh, because Hugh isn't super active in more or less kindred, more or less, your kind of aloofness in kindred culture. But to you, Antonio, the fact if the Hecata, or rather the Giovanni, are involved, this is more so a concern over anything else. If you guys root out the Hecata, or rather the Giovanni, as a potential suspect, then that frees up a whole myriad of more questions. Was it the Anarchs? Was it the Camarilla? Why does Nosferatu go missing? And why is everyone making a stink about it? Perhaps maybe you would know, but through bated breath.
A question for the storyteller.
Yes.
Does Antonio know anything of this Larry Stink Bucket?
Yes. Now, to the audience, I'm a big fan of the bomb under the table. So just because someone knows something and the cast knows something doesn't mean that their characters do. So I will announce things that are being said outside of the purview of the characters while the other characters are still on. But it's more so I expect them to roleplay respectively. What you would know. Repeat your question, actually.
Does Antonio know anything of Larry Stink Bucket?
You know that he was a contact of your sire. The two were in cahoots.
Hearing all these terms like prince, sheriff, it's kind of all confusing to me, but
I was going to say, I think you would have gotten the brief on what the prince and the sheriff's jobs are. I'd imagine you probably wouldn't know what a harpy is or a scourge, but you would likely know what a prince and a sheriff is. But you can roleplay that at your own volition.
all right. They say Larry Stink Bucket. I just look at Hugh, then look back at Colton.
I'll take a quick glance at Preacher, and then I'll take a quick look at Colton.
What exactly do you want me to say? You all seem to be waiting for something in particular.
You just called us out here to say we got another group to investigate, and then you have no information for us.
Well, the implication was that you'd be doing the detective work.
Right.
Oh, okay. So you're offering us a distraction from our already actual work.
No. Hang on a sec. Let's give this man a listen. God damn it. Where the fuck is Luke when I need his notebook? Jesus Christ. All right.
I'll pull one out.
Oh, well, we were resourceful. God damn. All right. Do you have any clues? Something we could work on, a place, a name? Colton, I'm talking to you.
Storyteller, was I given anything?
Yeah, so as far as the Giovanni's operations, you would be fairly well informed.
Indeed.
So, what you would know is that the Giovanni do have a presence on the Gold Coast. And that is, I mean, I don't think you would know the information about Larry quite yet. So, basically, you are the reason why you guys would know this as well. The reason why Colton would be assigned to you guys is because of his working knowledge of the Giovanni, how to more or less, he knows them. He, for some reason or another, he is implicitly, or rather, he knows a lot about the Giovanni's operations, what their modus operandi are, how they move, even. Perhaps maybe even a contact to get into the Giovanni and infiltrate them.
Do I know about the Giovanni?
Yeah,
Can I roll check for that?
Yeah. What is your occult and intelligence?
That'd be a total of 4.
Or I will also allow politics and intelligence.
Yeah, I'll go with occult and intelligence. So that'll be 4.
4. And then what's your hunger? 2?
It's at a 1.
Holy shit. 6, Jesus. 2, 4, 6, 7 successes. Holy shit. All right. So, on top of the information that I've already said about the Giovanni, you would know that, again, you've heard rumors that there's a certain Giovanni that is from particularly the Putinesca family on the Golden Coast. Now, the Putinesca family, there are minor families and major families of the Giovanni. The Putinesca are Sicilian thugs with a nasty temper, much like Antonio. You can assume, anyway. But they are nonetheless a minor family within the Giovanni. The Giovanni, well, before I start just kind of telling you general information with such a high roll, what information are you looking for?
Can't hear you.
Sorry. I want to know how deeply they're entrenched in America. Like, how deeply are they entrenched in the Golden Coast and, like, around it?
Well, you would know that they are definitely have a presence on the Golden Coast, but a lot of high-end kindred do. As far as how entrenched they are, from what you've been told a couple different things. First off, the major families are moving back to Europe, but a lot of them also, with the rising actions of the Second Inquisition, the vampire hunters, seeking and cutting down every single vampire that they can possibly get their hands on. You've heard very strong rumors that the Giovanni have a stronger They are rooted in America deeper than what they would like public knowledge to be.
Okay, and then the only other question that I have is how actually nasty are they? Like on a scale to 1 to like the nasty actual vampires that you hate.
Well,
Sabat or whatever. Like on a scale
I
of
would
1 to
say they're
Sabat.
about a 6. They're not Samitsi Lovecraftian monstrosities where they sew flesh to their flesh crafters, molding it to their will, but they are necromancers. They have that reputation of being necrophiliacs, incestuous, all kinds of weird shit. They're more so, if you had to guess, not if you had to guess, they're more, if the Samitsi are more ill-intentioned and ruthless, Hecata and Giovanni are more so entrenched in the occult and various blood cults.
Awesome. So that would explain why I'm so suspicious of Colton. I'm just like, why do you want us to get involved with these people?
On that note, we can
Sure.
take a quick 5. I think with that information, we can quickly take a brief break. I know that our friend Anthony went to use the bathroom. Does anyone else need to?
Yeah, I'm
I'll
gonna
go.
take like a 5-minute stretch.
Yeah, we'll just take a quick moment. In the meantime, I will answer chat.
I tried. Tried to chat with Kat.
Hey, how's it going, chat? Oh my god. Holy, get out of here. Lay down. Jesus.
Mine finally calmed down.
Mine has not. She's acting like a crackhead.
They kept getting behind the computer and I thought they were gonna like turn it off.
What I miss?
Nothing.
Jordan,
We're taking a brief break. Yeah.
we hit our goal of 35 followers.
What? That's fucking crazy.
Sorry, I was sucking on that tea because I felt dehydrated. Now I gotta piss I gotta race like a piss horse.
Look, just turn your voice off, like when you do
Oh wait, am I still live?
it.
So for the goddess sync, the alliance that they are a part of, the sect that these individuals, these kindred, are a part of, is the Camarilla. They are what I can publicly say without breaching the masquerade is the Camarilla are Cloak and Dagger, a Cloak and Dagger organization that more or less runs America and human society from the darkness. From the curtains of night, they go ahead and they sow they okay, you know of the cam. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, and then the Giovanni are not associated with either this. There's some of them that associate with the Sabat. For the most part, they're their own independent faction. Oh, that's fucking cool. That's cool. We're I know that some of the studio that I'm going to be working for right now is thinking about organizing like a Vampire the Masquerade LARP thing.
Like Cam Sabat, IA, Anarchs, I think. Stink bucket.
I actually myself will be right back. I need to let my puppers out, it seems. So give me a moment.
Let the dogs out.
I will be right back.
Jeez, Louise. Sorry. Boy, babe. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. God damn. Sorry, I just got word that my classes will be online tomorrow. Weather's out here a little crazy. Here, I thought I was gonna go to the gym. Oh, well. Oh yeah, I should check out stream. Let's see what you goofballs got saying about us. Hey, yo, Preach, I can hear your audio through from your phone.
Oh, interesting.
All right. All right. How's it going, everybody? I think we're still waiting on Hugh, I think. Yeah, we
Yeah.
are up to 35. Holy shit.
You man.
5 more to 40. 15
Hugh.
more to affiliate.
Fungus.
How you guys? How are my players doing? You guys enjoying it so far?
Yeah, I'm having a
Indeed.
good time.
Good, good, good.
Sometimes I have to let go of the notion of okay, all right, here I am. Okay, all right. I'm no longer Joe Pesci. All right, cool. All right. Sometimes I have to let go of the notion that the story narratives that I have in my head are gonna be the ones that play out, and just allow myself to be, in the space and see what happens. Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Need a cough drop to begin. I need a cough drop to get to walking. Yeah, I guess that's. I'm not. I'm a cranky boy. Joe
Th-
Pesci.
Thanks, Princeps Oberon. Appreciate it. I think I know who you are,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I'm not gonna dox anybody. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Oberon. That's a good name.
Oberon, what up?
I like it. I like it.
The Fairy King.
Yeah,
I'm the Fairy King.
this man knows.
This man knows. All right.
Wow.
Shall we jump back into it?
Yeah.
Very well. The scene opens up again with lingering tension in the room. Everyone looking at each other, more or less trying to figure out who knows what.
I would simply smirk and say, So the Golden Coast, huh? Curious. Right around the same area the incident happened.
Yeah. Ain't that curious?
Pray tell this incident.
Your friend, the one everyone's worried about, Larry. He made his end on the Golden Coast.
Preacher, we're gonna have you roll a wits composure.
And it's a 4 for me, bro.
It's 4. Hunger 1 or hunger 2?
I think it might be 2. I'm not sure.
Yep, hunger 2, because you failed that hunger check at the beginning. Okay, with 3 successes, you're able to hold it together, but you remember your comrades getting cut down one by one, supposed allies turning against you, blood, gunshots, chaos, desperation, drive.
Weird.
It's almost as if back then, despite your boons and your abilities now gifted to you, still you felt more alive then, even though you are put as in the, as they call it, the shit. You remember the speakers over the intercoms taunting you, dangling someone who you care deeply about in front of you.
An ally of mine dying.
His last words echo through your head. See you at the pearly gates, Simon. As the last breath leaves his body.
As he succeeded his role, I imagine there's nothing to wits insight there.
Well, I'll have Simon tell me. Does this register on an expression on your face?
I would say my gaze looks kind of distant, but my face is pretty straightforward.
I'll allow wits insight on that, but it's going to be a hard check. What do you got?
Given fear is involved, my wits insight jumps from a 6 to a 7.
With 3 successes, there's a lot of pain involved behind those eyes. Now continue, Simon.
So, I'll look at Hugh. You remember my arrangement, do you not?
I do. I'm working on it.
Let's see.
Antonio, you remember the stake being cast down at your feet. And Colton, you have no idea what he's talking about.
Colton is pretending not to listen. He's got his fingers in his ears and he's kind of looking around. Sort of half giving them privacy, but also, listening.
For the most part, I think, I might as well say this while I'm still in character. This is to the storyteller though, but for the most part, I'm thinking I'm just gonna keep my eyes peeled on Preacher. Not in any antagonistic way, I'm just watching him, seeing what he does next, if anything.
Hudson's Mansion's on the Golden Coast. Or should I say, Jamie Cortez's mansion's on the Golden Coast.
Antonio, that rings a bell to you. Antonio, James Cortez. A very wealthy CEO of a banking company under the snare of Sarah Hudson, whom Sarah made her new haven.
And what were the words again that preacher just said?
That's on the Golden Coast, the home of Jamie Cortez.
Okay. And?
It's curious that you think that your lead is in the same place.
My lead.
Yes. I look at Sticks. You did say that Giovanni works on the Golden Coast, did you not?
Yes, they have some colonial ambitions.
It's a lead.
I suppose it is. You didn't happen to know the Braved personally, did you?
Who? Larry? No.
With subterfuge.
I mean, is it
You
really though?
know him? But like, I kind of want to with subterfuge.
Okay.
It's a close one.
It's 3. It's like a very messy. It's like a very lead lie.
Yeah, it's not really a lie, but it kind of is definitely leaving out information. Okay, so that's a bestial failure. A potential bestial failure. So here's what we're gonna do. Colton, do you want to roll your wits insight?
Yeah.
That's a
This
7,
isn't
right?
fear involved. It's only a 7 if there's fear involved. But
Say 6.
this is just a 6 then? Yeah, okay.
So 3 successes. You know what? I'm gonna leave it to you, Simon. This is a bestial failure. I will, and you did not roll higher, so that makes it definitely a bestial failure. So I'm gonna, as you say no, Colton, you can see through it.
I think we have leads. You don't need to share everything with me, but let's at least wander down the trail together, huh? Can you do that for me?
Now, Simon, the tone of his words brings back the memories of the chaos, of the blood. How does your beast, particularly your gangrel blood, react to such a confrontation, for lack of a better phrase?
I would slam on the table and ask Colton, how about I drag you through there?
That's the table. I'm right here.
You know, there's another kindred. I knew he had a certain way of doing things. He liked fighting.
Simon, it's
Did
not
you like
enough.
winning, though?
It's not enough. The table, there is no blood. Your hunger begins to boil. Doesn't matter where it comes from. You need it.
So let's fight.
I'll give you one free hit.
You will regret that.
So, as this sudden spike happens, what do you? I'll give it to. I'll leave really quickly. What's Hugh and Antonio doing as this happens?
I'm just watching and letting it play out. I'm not getting involved between them at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I was under the impression that Hugh would have, in his care-loving mentality, would have been like, guys, please stop fighting. But then I was like, no. Let's watch these kids fight. Fuck it.
I'm almost seeing.
It's fighting.
I'm almost picturing a more stern impression on your face, Hugh, as this is happening.
It's kids slapping each other. That's it. That's what my face is saying. It's kids slapping each other.
Alright, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, let's just let them get it out of the system. Fuck. Room's already paid for. I don't give a shit. I don't give a
It's
shit.
not our room. We're not paying for this. Like,
Stop, Simon. Tell me what you do.
Punch him.
Do you leap over the table?
Yep.
Okay. We're gonna start out with and you don't have any intentions to dodge it, correct? Colton?
No, I'll be throwing at the same time. And
Okay.
hopefully
Antonio,
it
go.
gets
He said
me.
one free one. He said one free one. Look at this.
Yeah,
Can't even
yeah.
own up to it.
No. I like this kid. I like him.
Okay, strength. What's your strength and brawl, Simon?
It's a 5. I like to rouse the blood.
Rouse the blood. You gain hungrier. You hear the voice in your head. You need to rip him apart and take his vitae. And on that note, you said 5, and then plus your blood potency.
Yes.
What is your blood potency?
I'm getting 2 on my thing.
Okay, so that's, you said 5, so that's 7 at hunger 2. 5 successes with a bestial failure, that takes away 1, so 4 successes. You're not trying to, and are you just using hand to hand? Or are you using, well, you would have had to announce feral weapons beforehand.
Yeah.
So really
Use a
quickly
hand.
going to Colton, what is your reaction as you see Simon jumping over the table in order to slam your face in?
I smile and stand resolute.
Do you have a counter hit planned?
The moment he lands, I'm going to headbutt him.
Okay. So first things first, your damage, Simon, being that he is not trying to dodge it in any way, the first hit, where do you try to punch him?
In the jaw.
So as the fist careens towards your face and this big hook, as he turns his elbow up, driving this hook down into your jaw, you feel the cracking of bone as the preternatural strengthened fist hits your collides with your face. We're just gonna jump right into it. 4 superficial damage. Versus, and then you're gonna headbutt him.
Indeed.
One moment.
I'm going to look back with a smile.
Yeah, and what you would see is something that is very peculiar. His teeth are not that of human teeth, not even that of normal kindred teeth. Colton, if you would like to describe what this smile and your teeth look like.
Maybe something a little alien like machinery. Dulled, completely uncleaned, but very sharp and visceral, like a meat grinder.
Now,
A bloody maw.
Now, do you what's your strength brawl? I will
6.
also allow dexterity brawl. Well, for the headbutt, I'm going to say strength.
Mm.
At hunger 1.
Mm-hmm.
5 successes. Simon, do you attempt to dodge?
Yes.
Okay.
By headbutting myself.
Okay, you can only do one or the other. You can't.
Oh.
You can either decide as basically you punch him. He looks back at you with this wicked smile that flashes before you, and then he would go in for his attack. If you attempt to dodge, that's fine. But if you
Okay.
try to
I'll
eat
dodge
the
then.
hit and try to counter headbutt, I will allow that. But you're gonna eat the damage.
I'll dodge then.
Okay. Athletics, dexterity, with roused blood.
It'd be 4. It'd be 6.
5 successes. So, I'm sorry, I'm an awful game master. What was my previous roll? Was that still Simon's?
It was 5, so it's 5 and 5 so far.
Okay.
Wait, isn't
So-
that 18?
Yeah. So this Ankh is 2, so that makes it actually 6. Excuse me. I took it for what this said for a moment. Now, so Simon, how do you fade away from the headbutt?
I'll fade away from it. I was simply back off the table. I leaped on it.
All right. Seems that the initiative is now back in your corner, Preacher.
Was that were you serious? That headbutt?
I just wanted to look a little closer at you. But you're so far away.
I took off my hood, revealing the scar.
Mm.
Not much to look at.
But still you hide it anyway. Thank you for the side of this lovely, lovely stuff. And I'll lick over my presumably busted lip.
Oh yeah, because your lip careened with your now jagged teeth.
Your teeth
I'm
are
sure
different.
you'll be useful in the future.
What's wrong with your teeth?
Bad dentist experience.
I'll sit back down.
Let's say the Giovanni are as accommodating as the Camarillo when it comes to taking in strays. But you don't seem to know too much about the clans, young blood.
I'll just look at him.
I'm picturing Simon watching you from a folded brow. Rage now being bottling up as he now attempts to contain the beast.
He's on top of the table, right?
I think he got back down and he sat down.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I'll offer him a hand down at this point, but if he's already down. Well, now that we've gotten to know each other a little better, perhaps we'll start with your leads, and then more information will be forthcoming. Isn't that right, spectators? I'll look to Antonio and Hugh.
Let's
What clan are you from?
But surely you aren't new. You seem so old.
Really quick, Hugh, I will allow you a quick occult intelligence.
It's gonna be a 4.
Being that you've been around the block a little bit.
Yeah, that's
With With 3 successes, you've heard tales of a certain clan of kindred that does not drink blood, but rather devours flesh. Nagaraja, whom you've heard has a very, very particular odd set of teeth. And you know that they share the same relative bloodline as the Hecata.
So I would be suspicious now that he's doing all this to cover up for the Hecata.
Does that reflect on your face?
It does. I'm not happy to be here. You already implied I'm part of those Giovanni. And I'm not a corpse fucker, so...
Mm.
What clan are you from? Where do you hail?
Formerly, Hecata of a kind. How about your lovely self? You seem to have
Familiar.
this picture. Ah, we're kin in a way.
On that note, yeah, Hugh, as he says that, does any sort of disgust come to your face? Like,
It's reflected in my face now, just outright disdain for that. But I'm not gonna deny it either, because he's technically correct.
Such a reaction. Aren't you still curious about the nature of things?
No.
Hmm.
I want to know what you're up to, because you didn't answer my question. You said formerly Hecata. What clan are you from?
Did your sire make a mistake? The higher mysteries mean nothing to you.
I want to know what the mystery in front of me is. You still didn't answer my question, and I'm kind of tired of this disrespect. I'm gonna get up and leave.
Hmm.
Hugh begins.
Very well. I'll answer, but you have to phrase it in another way.
Hugh, do you stop as you head towards the door?
Stop, and I look at him very, very carefully. And I say, what did you have for dinner last night?
Let's just say that I'm friends with the local butchers.
I shake my head and I go and sit down again. Say, alright, I'll stay, but I'm not happy about it.
While this is all going on, Antonio, you just
Mark.
watched a bit of a kindred brawl.
Yeah. Keep going. So
Yeah.
like after the brawl, I just put my hands up. I'm like, that's it.
Kids fighting.
And then like the moment when Hugh got up and was like, "Fuck it, I'm out of here," I'm like a smirk would creep up on on the side of my face. I'm like, yeah, that's familiar. I was like, yeah, it feels good, doesn't it?
Alright.
But to any of this, I'm not saying this, but I'm just I'll say this to Colton and be like, Colton, what does any of this have to do with the investigation?
That remains to be seen. I imagine there'll be more information from other sources. I'm not the be-all and end-all, but
Fair
we can
enough.
find out stuff together. I aim to
Alright.
help you.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
And I've never known an Italian to be so quiet during a fight. Do you just see them so often?
You've seen one, you've seen them all. Besides, none of you hit anyone. That wasn't a fight. That wasn't a fight.
I've seen my mother hit harder.
Hmm.
See, my nana hit harder.
That was
With a rolling pin.
terrifying. Oh my god, lethal.
You two are rather old, aren't you? I'm jealous. This room's rather stuffy, though. Perhaps we should leave. Is there anything you had planned for this night?
We have a lead to chase, do we not?
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. I'm
So let's
staring.
chase it.
I'm staring at Preacher as I'm saying those words.
No time to present.
Yeah.
You, my god, I trust. Let's get going.
Very well. I shall follow closely behind, like a bad smell.
We know if a smell is behind us. Okay, whatever. Have fun with your fart jokes.
Yeah.
5-year-olds.
So as you guys go to the elevator, Antonio, I'm almost picturing that Simon is the last to get up, trying to contain his wrath. Antonio, as the others head to the elevator, do you approach Simon?
I do. And I sit down next to him. I says to him, I'm gonna wait until like the others leave first. And then before they leave, I'll be like, hey, there's something I need to talk to this one right here about something real quick. You guys head on down. We'll meet you downstairs.
I give a thumbs up.
Very well.
The camera looms on Antonio and Simon.
What?
So then I'll say, look, listen. I know who you are. Simon Graham.
On that note, my hand will go for his throat.
Oh,
Your hand will go for my throat.
Yes.
okay. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Really quickly, do you have anything that your hand is going for his throat, like trying to pin him against like a wall, or is it
Or
like
lift him.
what?
Lift him up by the throat.
Are we sitting down or are we standing up?
Well,
So
you're going to be taken up.
I'm imagining so Simon quickly lurches out of his chair and his hand goes for Antonio's neck. Antonio, you're familiar with violence.
Yeah. So
So-
you're just lunging at me with one arm? That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So strength, really quick before you do that. Strength brawl, being that the kindred just announced that he is that kindred goes first. So what's your attack? Brawl, right?
Yeah, it's 5. My blood still roused. That'll be what, 7?
Yep. Okay. So that's 3 successes with a possible bestial failure.
Okay. Well.
Now for you, Antonio, what is your intention?
So my intention. Do I want to entertain this? You know what? Fuck it. I didn't get to see a fight. I'm gonna fight. All right. Do I want to rouse the blood? I want to rouse the blood. What do I do?
Okay, hold on. What's your I'll just rouse it for you right quick.
Nice.
You do get hungrier.
All right.
You hear Sarah Hudson's voice. Destroy him, my sweet. Annihilate him. Reduce him to nothing.
Yeah, no. I'm just I mean, in my head I'm like, no, just I just want to talk. I just want to talk. Yeah. Yeah.
Let me get more
Yeah.
appropriate music really quickly. There we go. There we go. One moment, guys. One moment. What's your blood potency?
My blood potency is 2.
So how much is that roll?
So
I'm
do I-
imagining you're dodging.
No, what I want to do, okay, this is all right. Let's do some choreography really quick. Let me get me
Yeah,
on
let's
camera
do
and
it.
this myself. So he's coming
Do
in
it.
with this, right? So I want to like step to the side, like parry, lock, grab, and then like go for his face.
Okay. So I'm gonna say that's a dexterity athletics to defend. And then
Oh.
your attack will be on your next turn.
Oh, okay.
That's how I'm gonna do this.
Oh. How would I utilize my potence?
You want to activate your potence?
Yeah.
Okay. So you won't be able to activate it for what potence ability do you plan on using?
Let me see which one's which. Which one's prowess and which one's lethal body?
I think prowess allows you to let me look really quick. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. One moment, please. Yeah, so dexterity athletics for the first one, you don't add potence to it.
Okay. Dexterity, athletics, first one, no potence.
Yep, but your blood rouse is still active.
Okay. Dexterity 2, athletics. You said
Yep.
2, so that's 4 plus rouse, so that's 6.
That's 7 successes. So versus the 4, you are able to as your hand shoots for Antonio's throat, you kind of do that parry and kind of catch, and then you're planning on counter hitting, right?
Yeah.
The big overhead.
Yeah.
Strength brawl.
Oh jeez. All right. Strength ball 6.
Add your potence.
Oh my god. Oh Jesus.
Or add your prowess.
Yeah. Oh, wait, is it prowess
Not
plus
all one turn?
Is it?
Because it's so you attacked, and now it's his turn to attack. So so imagine this like so essentially how this works is that he contested that role for your challenge, Simon.
Okay.
Now it's his turn to swing at you. What's that dice pool?
Is it prowess plus potence or is it just one or the other?
It's your prowess.
Okay,
I think you can
alright.
add. Let me just really quick look this up, so I don't fuck this up.
Jesus
moment.
Christ.
Jesus. You use
Right.
prowess all the time. How do you not know this?
No, I'm not
Saying-
complaining. I'm just looking at my numbers, and I really hope I don't kill this kid. Goddamn.
It'd be pretty wild for him to meet the final death on the second session.
Hey, I get it, son. You got nothing to lose, but I mean, I should narrate this. This is for later. This is for later.
One
Speaking
moment,
of
please.
so-
Math is fun. I agree. Very fun. That's when you don't do math in your head.
Goddamn 47.
There we go. Potence. Lethal body, brutal feed, prowess. Unactivated potence. Dude, why is it coming in so shitty? There we go. So level 2, vampires gain potence, one browse check, an activated potence rating of the user. Add the so it's the entire potence.
Okay.
It's the entire potence.
Okay, so that would be 3, 3, 2. That's 8.
Oh fuck! All right, so Simon, big hit coming in. Let's see here. That's 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 10 successes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to dodge?
Well, yeah. Also, want to activate fortitude.
Please, God, dodge. God damn, I don't want to kill the kid.
Well, I
I
have
just want
resilient.
him to calm down.
Would that be a dodge?
Yeah, so that'd be dexterity, athletics, but I'm also gonna really quick look up your fortitude really quickly. So therefore, I don't have to do it later.
Okay.
Oh my god. There we go. Fortitude. You have resilience, right?
Yeah.
So you add your you endowed your let's see here. Cost-free duration passive. So you have equivalent to your fortitude, you add that much to your health.
So that's 1. So my
Okay.
dodge would be 6.
And you're at hunger 2?
Yeah.
3. So you would take 7 superficial damage from this hit. So, let's hear 4, excuse me. 4. So you take 6 superficial damage. Or, excuse me, 6 damage. Because I don't know if it's aggravated or not. I don't think it is.
Aggravated? Superficial aggravated?
So, let me read here really quickly.
I'm confused about.
Yeah. So, essentially, I think all that prowess does, it just adds the dice pool to his unarmed attacks. It doesn't automatically do lethal damage unless you're using lethal body, which is lethal body a passive?
Lethal
No.
body is a passive, and I think I have it.
Oh. Now do aggravated health damage to mortals if desired. So no, it doesn't rip apart. It doesn't do aggravated damage to mortals. It only does aggravated damage to mortals, not to kindred. Now that we got that figured out, so I want Antonio, I want you to describe what this punch looks like.
As a young man in my time, I did a lot of boxing, and it's rare that you ever get a good hit. Just perfect. Not just perfect, but your whole body into it. Just rolls off the back foot and pow.
As he's saying this is likely right after the fist careens over his shoulder, tilting his elbow up and just blasting I take it his face, his jaw. Yeah. As you feel your jaw shatter. How much damage are you at, Simon?
Yeah, that's the problem. You know, this whole damage situation, I get confused about real easily.
So,
it's a lot simpler with hunters.
Allow me to explain. So, this is kind of a lesson to everyone here. So, when you take damage equivalent to you put once per damage, you put a slash through your thing. So you should have. Did you take any damage against Colton? I don't think you did.
No, I didn't.
Okay, so now with that overhead hit, he does 7 damage to you. Now, say your health is at 5, hypothetically. If with that 7 damage, you're now at 2 aggravated damage.
And that's the block of health, right?
Yeah, that's like when you completely... So for superficial, you just slash through the health boxes. For aggravated, you put an X. And essentially, if you get eliminated all of your boxes X's, you go into torpor.
Okay, so which one am I taking? Am I taking 7 superficial damage or?
Well, how much health do you have?
I have total of 7 blocks.
So you've taken the maximum amount of superficial damage that you possibly can.
So that means like I'm off a block, or that's all. That's all.
No. So so if you're at 7 health, all your 7 health boxes are now at superficial. If you take any more additional damage, you're going to start taking aggravated.
Okay, gotcha.
Make sense?
Gotcha. Yeah, now it makes sense.
Okay. So you feel your jaw kind of ripple, and the flesh around your cheek begins to rip and tear as you feel your jaw basically crack with inhuman force as you go reeling to the ground. As Antonio says what he says, taunts you.
Now, what I would say is that you're fucking done. I'm not trying to kill you. I want to talk. You fucking idiot.
You want to talk? You know who I am.
I know who you are.
You know what I'm here for.
I know what you're here for.
You want to talk?
Yeah.
I'll bite. Talk.
All right. I'll pull up a chair. I'll sit it right behind him. And I'll pull up a chair and I'll sit it right behind me.
I don't sit.
Okay?
So you're laying on the ground.
I will get up, but I won't sit. Now I just spit blood in his direction.
Yeah, real classy. We good? You still want to
I'm
go?
listening.
I can do this all fucking day, okay? Listen, I'm trying to be diplomatic here. All right. Now, like I was saying, as I adjust the lapels of my coat, I know who you are. I know what you're trying to do. I'm telling you right now, that's not a good idea. Now, I understand your motivations for doing that. I don't blame you. I respect it. But you gotta understand, if you do that, a lot of things are gonna go down in this world. And I can't stand by that. The other question
that?
is, repeat that again, please.
And what is that?
Will you be shitting in my lawn? I can't have that. I'm sorry, Simon.
And what lawn is yours?
This world that I live in, that we live in now, you and I, this, not going out in the daylight, eating to drink blood. You listen to me, Simon?
I'm waiting for you to get to the point.
Okay. Now, I'm sure at this point you may have noticed that the fuzz, the heat, is on you a little bit more than they used to, yeah?
Whatever.
I can make that all go away.
I've heard this story before,
Yeah?
and it's bullshit.
You still plan to keep on doing what you're doing?
And what am I doing?
I just smile and chuckle.
Hey, really quick. I want you to roll some oh my gosh. I got lost in the moment. I'm so hyped. Wits composure.
Baby.
Not you, Simon, Antonio.
Antonio, wits composure. Wits...
Sorry, I lost myself in the moment. This is just
You're good, you're good. My
3.
wits is 3, my composure is 2, so total 5.
5, and I did say that your blood potency lasts for the scene,
Yeah, so +2. Yeah, so 7.
5 successes. You are able to keep. You feel the beast begin to get riled up in your ruthlessness.
Mm.
You feel the craving to do some serious damage to him, to punish him, to show him who's on top. But you rein it in.
So then from there, I'll take a deep inhale. Not even because I need to breathe, just because it's out of habit. And then I'll slick my hair back. Okay. Let me ask you this, Simon. Can you prove it?
Prove what?
I don't know. Can ya?
Gotta be more straight with me. I don't know you. You don't really know me. You want, as all you vampires want, is more information that you don't earn.
So long as you understand that. Welcome to my world.
Don't welcome me so readily.
I
So
like you.
punch.
Yeah, remember it. If you want to do this ever again,
No,
get better.
you remember it. Last punch will blow. Get on me.
Yeah.
But you tell me something,
Oh.
Tony.
Mm.
How many people did you kill on that day?
What day?
Moreno. It sounds familiar to a story I've read before.
That was a lifetime ago. That's probably before you were even born.
It was.
You read the paper, so you know.
Kidnapping. It's funny. That's 3 times. That kidnapping led me some bullshit. I point to my stars. Number 1. And I point to my glowing eyes. Number 2. And I point at him. Number 3.
You done?
Are you? You don't want to think I'm doing things.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'll just give you the offer, just to let you think about it, just let you sleep on it. If you can agree to not continue doing what you're doing, I can call off the feds.
And again,
Get
what
somebody
am I
else
doing?
to- Let me finish. Okay. Have them call off the feds. They won't have to get you. But if you keep doing this, I can't promise your safety, Simon.
It's not
Now
my safety I'm
understand.
concerned about.
It's not your safety you're concerned about. What are you talking about?
And you see, you act like you know something you don't.
Okay.
What am I doing? You don't even know. You're grasping at straws. You're trying to put heat under me. For what? To stop me from doing what I'm doing? You don't even know. You think you know. You know me. You know my name. And you know who's at fault.
I might.
Oh, you do. Or we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Yeah. See, that's where we're different, Simon. I get why you gotta do what you gotta do, but from where I stand, even if I know that, hey, you may be right, I don't know. that if your goals are met, my world comes crumbling down.
If my goals are met, I'm out of your hair.
My eyebrow peaks up for a second, cause I'm like, you think they'll really let that go, Simon?
Let what go?
Let's just both pretend we're both talking about the same thing, yeah?
You mean Hudson?
And as soon as he says the name, I'm like, you're doing so good.
On that note, we're gonna quickly pan over to see what Hugh and our friend Colton are discussing in this elevator ride. So I'm almost picturing you guys, the elevator closes, and as it begins to descend, you'd hear a sudden like ka-thunk and some chaos in the room.
He doesn't fight everywhere you guys go, does he?
It's like a shit ton of not my business.
Okay.
And look, I want to be clear.
And while this is happening, there's like soothing elevator music.
To play some.
I'm not gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna try to look for non-copyrighted fucking elevator music.
And play some non-copyrighted kazoo music. I don't know, like play some
Okay.
Beethoven or something. That's
Okay,
not
hold on.
copyrighted. I think
Be surprised,
people sample it and then it gets copy struck.
right? like actually though. Hold on one second.
You hear "My Heart Will Go On" kazoo.
Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second, guys. Perfect. Oh, this is actually perfect.
Oh no, is it wrong note?
Oh no, this is gonna be funny. I think I know something to pick. I doubt it, but still.
Oh, thank you, God.
Continue.
I want to turn to Colton and look. I want to be very clear. It's not that I disrespect you personally. It's just that even when I was alive, liver was fucking disgusting. And it's still gross. And I just can't get over that.
So do you just not feed, or
I mean,
do you
like,
get someone else to supply you or something?
no, I find somebody who's sleeping and I just, I leave them alone as much as possible, That's it. Because, like, that smells.
Well, whatever works.
So, like, are you allowed to use phones, or, like, are you one of the ones that doesn't?
Why would I want to use a phone?
You know what memes are?
Vaguely.
You know what shitposting is?
Is that like a 4chan thing?
It's the easiest way to make money as a vampire, man, I'm telling you. Look, I got a phone with a little, like, drawing thing on it, and I just posted some shitty fucking nihilistic TikToks. Decent money.
I'm very happy for you.
Shitposting, man, it's the future.
So I hit the nail on the head when I said that your sire made a mistake, eh? Like, how are you still around?
Because with my shitposting money, I gave him a Hugo Boss watch for his birthday. The fuck
Truth be
wouldn't he want me
told,
around?
Do you
I
really
think the
quickly?
Hecata are just as corrupt. So
Really quickly.
I appreciate the hustle.
What is that? Is that? I know that that's not necessarily true, Hugh. I'm gonna roll me a wits. You need you to roll me a wits subterfuge
A wit
or
subterfuge.
or a manipulation subterfuge. Excuse me.
Manipulation. So wouldn't that be like a technology thing?
Well, saying that you were sired and you stay around because you like shit post and use that shit posting money just so you don't get got in the night. That is obviously a lie.
Okay, what are they? Which ones do you want?
Manipulation subterfuge, please.
That's
I
gonna
feel
be
like I should almost have to roll technology to see through it, though.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
just
yeah,
an
yeah.
idea. Okay.
I'm gonna say tech. I'm gonna say for you with technology. But what's your role, Al?
Can I do manipulation persuasion? Please.
I'll allow it.
That's gonna be a 3.
Oh boy.
3 total.
It's a 3 total.
You're at hunger 1, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to rouse the blood?
No, I won't.
It's 2 successes.
Wow.
Do you want to burn any willpower?
No, I don't. It's not that
Okay.
important.
Okay. Colton.
Wits tech is 3, buddy. But the grand total is 0 in tech.
A bestial. Oh my lord. How do you know what this looks like?
Yeah, could I just say that I don't really care if it's a lie, and I don't think to investigate further.
I mean, it's
I
a
know the roll's
bestial
gonna be
failure.
You gotta act this out, fam.
Do you want to burn a willpower? We're at the end of the session.
Sure.
It's up to you. If not, it's fine.
Yeah, it was kind of like a lie that I didn't really care to find the answer to, so...
Okay, that's fair. If that's the case, then... Yeah. So, here's what's gonna happen. You believe what she's saying, or what he's saying. What is the Hecata's clan bane is... They just have a pain to bite, right? What's their
Could ask for the specific subclan if you want, or
So here's what we're gonna do. So you just look very poorly on Hugh right now. Like this, you just think that Hugh is just like what? Like what even is this kindred doing? Like the camis don't even allow phones. What the fuck? Continue.
Oh boy.
I heard the Giovanni were a little corrupt. You could buy your embrace, but I've never heard of that kind of shit.
Not a corpse fucker.
I mean, you're fucking over corpses.
Not fucking over anybody. I'm shitposting on TikTok.
Uh-huh. If we find out something, I don't have to worry about you, like, just telling everyone, right?
I wasn't even listening when you were talking in there, so no.
Uh-huh.
Is that a lie?
No.
Okay.
If it wasn't a direct question, I wasn't paying attention to him.
So I'm imagining the elevator ride, the rest of it being succumbed in awkward silence. Silence only being broken by the really bad elevator music. And to which we go back up to our buddies up here, up at the penthouse floor.
You were doing so well.
guessing you know her.
Yeah, she's my boss.
Pause for a moment. My fist would clench.
Do I need to? I think you need to roll a wits composure again, there, Chief.
All right, that'd be 6 again instead of rouse blood.
You do still have the roused blood. Do you want to add that, or is that already added?
It's already at it.
Okay.
Oh,
Three,
yeah,
six.
add hunger.
That's fine. Fuck it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're able to compose yourself, but all the deaths, the betrayals, Arthur's death.
Your boss, huh?
It's not.
Oh, it's now. Fitting. You can relay a message to your boss, can you not?
Sure, I can.
We'll get back to that later then. We have 2 options here. Tony.
My eyebrow raises. In my head thinking, who the fuck is this kid think he is? But I'll listen anyways.
There's
Go on.
only 2 things I want in this life. 1, is keep my promise. 2 dear friends of mine. 2 women. Cousin has them. I want them. Anna. Danielle. Returning to me, this problem goes free. However, there's a matter of the other thing I want. It's a lot more simple, more mundane. And honestly, don't deny the other thing. The peace you desire so much, will come crumbling down, one way or another. And that's Sarah Hudson's head, and the heads are a coterie. So, it can go easy, or this can go hard because I'm not the only one after those women. Well, not the one with grudge. You know everything already. You already know other hunters escaped. And there's more coming. So, killing me won't even solve the problem. But the girls can. And I could perhaps relay some information on how hunters operate. To have the problems be mitigated.
I raise my finger and I'm like, almost like getting close to like pat his cheek and grab his face like an old, like, you know, the in Italians, yeah, you fucking guy. Not like that, but like, you know, just like, does Simon contest?
I'll be looking at him.
And I'll say, I'll see what I can do, but I can't promise you the second one. And I'll be honest right now with you, I'm not gonna lie, at least not about this. You go after Sarah Hudson, I don't think I can help you with that. She is my boss.
And yet you're talking to me.
I am. Because I'm looking for you. Strike that, let me try that again. Looking to find a way for you to get out of this.
Why?
Want you gone? Another town? Or maybe at peace with us? Any of
Okay.
those.
Could I always relay this information to your prince? Your boss looked very incompetent.
Where's your proof?
I smile. Well, your boss missed the linchpin of your little operation.
What are you talking about?
Gold bond. The daughter.
Yeah, I got you. Gold bond.
Banner, my bad. Yeah.
The gold ban. Yeah, I was gonna say. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Gold Banner Investments is the company of which Sarah Hunted has firmly supplanted herself.
Hmm.
Her
And what is-
the company's CEO is definitely under her control.
Okay. And what is the connection that Simon is trying to draw here that I'm...
So, Jessica Cortez,
Mm-hmm.
the girl that Sarah had been grooming since she was 3 to be a La Sombra,
Yeah.
the perfect fledgling, the perfect child,
Mm.
has now eluded her grasp.
Mm.
Rumor has it that Simon and when he was in his hunter days, made contact with this Cortez, the daughter of the CEO.
Okay.
Two loose ends. I smile. Actually, 4. Your boss is pretty sloppy.
That's why they keep me around.
Yeah, that's 1. That's 3 in the win. And 1's willing to take the fight to the power.
And that's something that you would know, is that this Jessica Cortez has been nothing but rebellious. She has rebelled, she has fought, and thusly ran away from home.
Ran away from... Are you telling this to Simon or telling this to...
Telling this to you.
Okay. Okay.
Stop.
So then the next thing I would say is... I'm gonna suggest an offer, but something tells me you're not gonna like it.
I'm not like any of this, to be fair.
True. You wanted those 2 women back, yeah? One was named Baker. What was the other one?
Anna.
Anna. Okay.
You would know that Anna is, let's just say that Hudson keeps her close to heel.
Okay.
You've seen the abuses that she's, the punishment that she has undergone under Sarah's thumb.
Okay. And I'm going to assume, but I don't know for sure, that you may or may not have one Cortez. What do you say?
I'll just look at him.
Raise an eyebrow. And I would say, I'm sure you're opposed, but I'll ask anyway. What do you say we exchange hostages?
I will smile. No.
Simon, I'll be completely honest with you. I don't know where the fuck you're getting the gall to say you're gonna do any of these things. I just knocked your fucking jaw off. You think you can keep doing this?
I guess you misheard me. That's the last time that's gonna happen. And I get it. The bravado, the confidence. I'm older than you. You're older, you're smarter than me, you're stronger. It's honestly tiresome. Do you vampires get off on hyping yourselves up?
Simon, that was never the fucking point. You're young. You're new. You're not part of this world. Like,
I
Well, I'm
hunted
telling-
your kind.
okay, yeah, you did. What I'm trying to tell you is I'm trying to look to get you out of here. And to
I made a promise. And I intend to keep them. I fought for years. I did what I can for this city. And now look at it. I look out the window. It's like nothing changed.
And you know what? I'm going to be the most asshole of storytellers. And that is where we're going to end
Yeah.
our session.
I was just about to say, like, I was gonna say, like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm done listening. Let's just fucking go. And
Good
I'll just be like,
ending line.
you
That was
fucking
good.
guy, I swear to fucking God. I'm kidding. Yeah.
Sure.
But now it's
Yeah.
cool. It's cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Our closing scene is going to be of the two men that we saw before stalking down an alley. The one in the black turtleneck with the curly hair is going to look at the surfer boy, the significantly taller one. How much longer? In an Australian accent. Oh, I think we have a bit longer to wait. And it's at that we close our session. For now.
That's him. They go hands, they go hands.
Yeah.
People.
Ooh.
All right. Let's do some pros, cons, favorite moment really quick. We have about 15 minutes before our producer is a hard out. So let's make them quick and concise, and then we'll quickly go to chat and see if chat has anything that we can improve on, anything that we can do better. Just a really quick shameless plug here. The YouTube channel is going to start being active soon. We're going to start uploading our previous uploads. And so you'll be able to, if you missed an episode, no problem. You can just check it out on there. Be sure to subscribe and all that fun stuff, please. And share the message. Word of mouth is a good way for us to improve. Around this time, thanks for every new follower. We're up to 37, which is, I think, 7 more than when we started, I believe. All right. So thanks again, everyone. We'll start with our mysterious Colton.
Yeah, pros, cons, favorite moments, is it?
Yeah. And did you feel immersed? Were you involved in the story? Like,
Yeah, we usually start with cons.
yeah, please do.
Music variety is a little shame to what we're used to, but the nature of streaming sort of affects that, so I won't pin that on anyone here.
I'm gonna try to get better music. That is something that's in the works. I'm working on it. Be patient.
Right. The ones you did choose were good, so
I try.
yeah. Yeah, but besides that, no real cons.
Hold up. Go ahead.
Blade got them basketball shorts.
Some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill.
Blade, you got them Jordans on?
Man.
Jesus Christ. Continue though, Colton.
No, that's right. It's about it for cons. Pros. Yeah, I'm enjoying the sort of dynamics between characters that are starting to form. So yeah, it'll be good to see how that pans out.
Sure, for sure.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have a few more plot hooks, stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
There's more to come. There's more to come.
Favorite moment. I do enjoy our Antonio, and having him with his little spat with Preacher was pretty funny. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So yeah.
It's good.
That's about
Were
it.
the NPCs and everything immersive?
Yeah, it was good to have the sort of waiters and all that. It would have been funny to see house cleaning sort of stumbling upon, because that's a thing vampires that have to sort of deal with. But yeah. I think they're more morning people though. I'm not sure.
Sure.
Something to think about though, having the big politics discussion scene stumbled upon. Yeah.
That would be funny.
Ah.
Very well. If you didn't have anything else, we'll go to Simon.
Pros, cons, favorite moment. Cons. Yeah, I'd say music. Also, missed the recap, man.
Yeah, I did miss the recap. And that's on me. That's on me. I get it for sure. It won't happen again. I'm making a note right now. Hold on.
Also-
I'm gonna write it down.
Rest for shit post's sake. Remember your old lighting, man.
Oh, fuck you. I'm gonna double underline it. Exclamation point recap. Look, I don't know if you can see it.
Okay, so it takes
Yeah,
two
what's the
women
fuck?
getting on you for 3 streams, but like the one time
Shut the
Amanda says something
fuck
to
up.
you make
Shut
a
the
note
fuck-
and you underline it.
She's speaking truths, man. We
I changed it. I was fooling around with lighting. I thought it was better. Shut the
It is!
fuck up. You
It's
guys
so
are
much
awful.
better. It is better.
Yep, no, I agree. Yeah, I approve
Oh,
this
it's
lighting.
better.
So
Forget that.
yeah.
Okay, let's move on to pros, cons, favorite moment.
All right,
Shit.
pros.
Continue, Simon. Fuck.
Pros. Kind of funny to call it out. It kind of fun being found out. I was wondering rather than go anywhere. I really enjoyed Hugh today. That was fun. You know, the Italianisms y'all had going on. That was funny. Italianisms.
Yeah, what the fuck? Hey, you fucking guy.
But
Again, I am so sorry to any Italians actually watching this.
I'm not.
I'm not shameless.
Fight
I
me.
approve. But I think my favorite scene was Courtney trying to introduce himself, and I walked through the window. I just find that funny.
Yeah, I don't think you can expect this game to be all that dramatic because of fucking Hugh.
But yeah, that's about it for me.
Certified fun free. If you are very Italian, you would have put some of these emojis in there, so I can't believe you.
Antonio, speaking of insulting
So, a personal con, I'll make a note for myself for next session, but I'm not gonna drink as much tea because your boy had to race like a piss horse, fortunately. But anywho, as far as cons for the stream, no, I'm content. I am happy. I am satisfied. I am sated, quite indeed. Pros, my goodness. Oh my goodness. Mwah. I love the juxtaposition between obviously me and Preacher sharing a moment, and then like just boom, elevator music, and then like them two's talking about what they're talking about.
Shit
Like,
posting.
yeah, I thought that's peak cinema, you know? Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you, I appreciate that. That's it.
Your favorite moment?
Oh, favorite moment. Oh my god. Oh man. Okay, listen. It's one thing to talk about like martial arts choreography. It's another thing when it lands on the dice. Oh my god.
Right?
And then just over.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. I'm about it.
Yeah.
Big overhead right, just turning
Yeah.
that elbow over.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh.
I don't know if you ever connected one of those, but it's one of the most satisfying things ever.
The
Throwing
answer is
somebody is
no.
just
But yeah. Oh goodness. Yeah. It's beautiful. Yeah.
All right. Hugh, what do you got? You
Pros,
fucking
I
meme
do like the
lord.
music. I do like all the characters and how everybody's like moving along. Cons, transitions. But I think like we're all gonna get better as the story goes on. We like know where we're going.
Yeah, you guys get the hang of it eventually.
And then favorite moment
But
was
we all
honestly
will.
when Preacher's jaw got shattered. I was like, that's
Jesus.
badass. That was great.
Kind
Hell
of
yeah.
repeated what happened earlier.
Yeah. All right. Cool. And you felt immersed. Everything was good.
Oh yeah, and don't worry, Hugh is comedic relief, but he did live through 2 world wars, so he gonna have serious moments. Don't worry.
Okay.
He's gonna-
Really quick before you have to go, Rachel. Being that you are our producer, you are just as much a part of this cast as everyone else is, as far as I'm concerned. Pros, cons, favorite moment.
My favorite moment was Tony's apology to Hugh. that was really funny. Pros, we hit 37 followers today.
Yeah, we did. Again, thank you to everyone. I so appreciate it so much. You have no idea. I think we all do.
I don't really have any cons. It sounded pretty good. It looked pretty good. We didn't have nearly as many technical issues as we've had in the past. But again, those
Tell
are
me
all
about it.
growing pains as we go.
Yeah.
So, the more we do this, the better we get at it. But we are very close to being an affiliate now. We just need to vote the followers, and I think streaming 7 days within 1 month. So,
Storyteller, you know what you need to do, right?
What? No. You know what?
You know
You
what
know
needs
what?
to happen.
You know what'll happen? Once we reach 70. If we reach 70 followers,
No.
I'll
Do
put
100. Don't.
Yeah,
don't
don't-
lowball it. Do not
don't
lowball it.
lowball it.
Okay, fine. When we make 100 followers, I will wear fake titties on stream.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
This is how desperate I am, alright? Shit.
Alright, and to give chat something, and to give everybody else, if we hit 70 to make up for his backing out of that, I'll wear a fake beard. I'll wear a fake beard.
You're fucking...
Yeah.
What, you want me to wear fake titties?
I mean, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say. Yeah, again, thank you for 37. Means a lot.
Alright, storyteller, it's your turn. What's your
Yeah, it is. Pros. There were no fucking technical issues. Fuck. Cons. I felt like I could have had more prepared for the session. That's on me. But I think I'm always gonna feel that way. I am kind of a perfectionist by nature, so, or at least I try to be. And the few things that I put my mind to, I kind of go all in. So that's, nonetheless, I think that's something I need to improve on. Oh boy, what else do we got? Yeah, cons. I could have done some better descriptions, I think. Descriptions could have been a little bit better. I could have enunciated a little bit better, but I think other than that, things went pretty good. Pros, we finally got our boy Colton in, finally. That's a big one. I'm really glad Colton was able to join us. What else do we got? Yeah, again, pros, we reached 37. That's fucking sick. That's more than I thought we would at the end of stream. Who are you people? No, I'm just kidding. What's wrong with you? You guys should see counseling if you're watching this kind of shit. I'm just kidding.
Sarah's voice wasn't nearly as seductive.
Fuck you. You're right though. You're right. I'm gonna work on that. All right. I'm gonna work on I'm gonna work on my seduction voice. If that's the takeaway here, oh, okay, that's what. Yeah, that I now saw that was coming from in chat. I thought you were just talking shit, Hugh. Okay.
You got,
No,
you got
like-
so violent with one of your viewers there for a second. Is that gonna be our thing now?
Yeah. It's audience interaction, isn't it? Fuck. I crave violence. Yeah, no,
Hotch just wants to fight me all the time. Oh, I'm sorry. Storyteller just wants to fight me all the time. All the time. That's it.
because you talk so much shit.
I'm spitting truth.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah. This really meant a lot to me. 37 followers. It's great. What am I at? Yeah, I think there's a lot that is a lot of different directions this story can go. Yeah, it's gonna be good, and hopefully next session we have all hands on deck. That'll be cool. Let's see. Favorite moment. That's so hard. I almost want to say the elevator scene, but the confrontation between Antonio and Simon, with how much. For those of you who don't know, there was a Hunter game that happened before this, that is where Simon is from, and so that's really cool to see kind of certain plot threads that were set up months and months and months ago now being reconnecting, for lack of a better phrase, rethreading into the tapestry of the world of darkness. I think that's pretty sick. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else. I think we're right. Yeah, we still got 2 minutes to spare. Let's go. Yeah, thank you everyone for coming and watching the stream. I really appreciate it. I hope that soon we can give you guys better and better content and all that fun stuff with World of Darkness and tabletop role-playing stuff, doing all kinds of fun stuff like that. Yeah, and I think that's all we got. Anyone else have any last by the ways?
When is the next stream gonna be?
Oh yeah, the next stream. I need to see what is today. Obviously it's Tuesday. For our, we can work this out later, but we might be picking up a New Dark World on Saturday, if people are available. If that's cool with everybody.
I'll
We
know
might have
more
to
by Thursday for me.
Okay, sounds good. So I'll keep posted. I'm gonna post some stuff about it, and we'll go from there with that. Otherwise, the next stream is gonna be on Tuesday. I do want to try to have some one-on-one sessions with Antonio and Lucas. So, excuse me, I don't have the times for those yet. However, so we're gonna have to hold fire on that until we can figure out a time that lines up with Rachel and our cast, and when I have some free time, because right now school's been kicking my booty, kicking me when I'm down, abusing me. But anyway, I think that's it. Thank you very much, everyone, and see you in the next one.